Good afternoon, guys. Today on our operating table we've got us a Shindaiwa 282X. It came in, the engine was locked up. I kind of dug in a little bit. I pulled the spark plug, and the spark plug was covered in water and rust. So that immediately told me right away it was locked up because of setting with water in it. So I disassembled it. Everything as far as the piston and the general engine looks pretty new. So I think it's got low hours on it. It was either in a flood, left out in the rain, or it had water put in it accidentally. But it got in there in the bottom end and sat on them bearings until it just seized them up. I cleaned them, disassembled everything, cleaned them, freed them up, soaked them in oil, put it all back together, which it only took me like 30 minutes to do that. It sounds like a lot, but it really ain't. These are easy to work on. And it runs now, but the crank bearings are roaring and raising hell, and I just don't feel comfortable sending it out. So I'm gonna disassemble it, and we're gonna replace the bearings. I didn't have any in stock, but I'm gonna just order some. When they come in, we'll put it back together with some fresh bearings and see how it does. But y'all, I'm gonna let y'all hear it right quick. I don't know if you can tell it on the video, but it's really loud and grindy sounding. So that ain't good. Let's tear it apart and fix it like it's supposed to be fixed. I should have done that to begin with, but I was being impatient, didn't want to have to wait for bearings, and those bearings looked good. Honestly, once I got them cleaned up, they look like brand new bearings, but there's just a little bit of pitting in the balls of the bearings, so it ain't gonna work. That's gonna build up excessive heat, and it's gonna make a catastrophic failure if I left it running like that. So let's do it like it needs to be done. I know a lot of y'all are probably gonna try to roast me for this in the comments, call me a hack, whatever you want, I don't care. But the seals are totally fine in this thing. And yes, if you're gonna do it, you should probably replace the seals, but I don't have the seals. I can get the bearings quickly, but I'd have to special order the seals from some website. I'm not a Shindaiwa dealer. Let me show you how to get these bearings out without messing your seal up. This is a 9mm socket, and it won't fit through the bearing, but it just barely fits in the seal, perfectly. It don't roll the seal, it don't damage the seal. Perfect. Now you lay it down on your table like that, give it a good whack, and you can see the seal is perfectly fine. Look at it from the back side. Didn't roll it, didn't damage it at all. Socket slides right out of the seal. Beautiful. Now we'll get everything cleaned up with some brake cleaner. Here's an up close of those seals. Still really flexible. I'm telling you, this thing is pretty much brand new. It's just been setting up with water in it. So we're going to be just fine without replacing the seals. If I had them in stock, of course I'd replace them, but I don't, so we're not. Alright guys, I got lucky and I had some 6201s in my steel stock. They're $23.99 a piece. The only difference these were, they had seals. It was a sealed bearing because it was used for a clutch drum bearing. But you just pop the seals out of them and it turns it into the same exact bearing. There it is. That's the old bearing right there sitting beside it. No difference. This one just came with a seal. We popped the seal out. It's gonna work just fine. I had two of them, so we're gonna get those stuck in. I got lucky on that one, which, like I said, a 6201 is a really common bearing.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out as time ticks by.
All right, fellas, let's see what it sounds like. Tell you what, that's a whole lot smoother. I'm not gonna run it too much because I want that RTV to seal on the crankcase, so I'm gonna leave it at that and let it cure for at least an hour, and then I'll do some more running. But I mean, you can tell that sounds a lot better. That thing sounded like it was about to sling a rod through the ceiling before I put them bearings in it, but turns out I did have some stuff in stock to fix it with. But I hope y'all enjoyed that repair. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all keep wrenching.
Y'all keep wrenching.